Just give us your sort of oversight and sort of view on the season so far.
Obviously, it's not been sort of what we hoped and planned it to be. We haven't really got off to a great start. A few games like we've sort of been in it and probably been a bit unfortunate to get the 2 points, but a few games we've just really not been up to par. And yeah, not good enough for us. But that being said, there's still a long way to go in the season, and hopefully we can turn things around and get in there in the six. And who knows once you get in there.
Are you able to put your finger on what's leading to some of the shortfalls?
It's hard, mate. I think so it's just I wouldn't say it's a lack in confidence because I'm confident we can sort of turn things around. It's just I think composure is a big thing. I think, like you say, we've been in games for 40, 50, 60 minutes, and then we just sort of go away from what's working for us. I think we get one or two tries behind and we try and claw it back by probably throwing balls that we shouldn't and having lapses in concentration when we're defending. We shoot ourselves in the foot essentially. But yeah, that's been the story of the first half of the season. Just sort of need to turn it around and grind out games instead of just performing for a period of them.
So are you confident enough to say it's a situation that's rectifiable at this stage?
I am, yeah. The most frustrating thing is that everything we do in training, honestly, we look great, and then like first 40 minutes of each game, we look great, and patches we look great, and like I say, it's just putting it together for a full game, and hopefully we can turn the screw and put a few teams to bed. But yeah, it's completely on us. I'm confident in what we can do. We just need to stop talking about it and start doing it.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? What's your take on your own sort of contributions so far this year?
Probably the same, to be honest. I think majority of it I've sort of defended well. I've sort of done my job, and but again, I've had a few lapses in concentration. Like last week being a big one. So I had a couple of errors, and on the back of that, we're defending, and then oh, just got a message. Sorry. Uh, yeah, just said then been on the back of that defending, and yeah, but it's a team effort. If I'm off, the person next to me is off. If the person next to me is off, then I'm off a bit. So we've got to. You can't have five or six players playing at sort of a 6 out of 10 every game. You need the whole team to be on.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I think you've sort of alternated between back row and front row as well this season so far. Is it one of those positions that sort of suits you more, do you think?
Probably middle, to be honest. I think we just sort of had back rowers carrying a bit of knocks within them games. So I've played a game at right back row and then a game at left and swapped in a couple of times once I've been in the middle. But yeah, it's just back row, I think, for sort of my defensive efforts and trying to get us on the front foot a little bit when I carry. I think I probably suited best in the middle. But I'll play wherever's needed, really. As long as I can sort of get in the team and give it a good go, I'll do that.
A new assistant coach has come in this week as well. Has it been nice to have a different voice on the training pitch?
Yeah, yeah, he's a good guy. Obviously, only spoke to him pretty briefly so far, but he's already rocking about the place with no shoes on, so got to getting the grass in between his toes. So yeah, yeah, he's a character, but good bloke, and he obviously knows his stuff. He's done great things with Batley, so it's good to have him in the place.
Team Baldy as well, so he knows what it's all about.
Well, we're always welcome here.
What about Catalan? What do you think you'll get from them on Friday?
Uh, well, we know what they're about, don't we? They're like a big pack. They play pretty well off some smart halves, and they've got a good back line to complement that as well. So we know it's going to be a tough game. They're at the top of the ladder for a reason. So we have to come with our A game.
You played in that Golden Point victory last season. What do you remember of it?
Yeah, it was actually on my birthday. That it was a close game. I know it was a tough game. That we all busted up after it, but the feeling after was outstanding. So we can do it. We know we beat them twice at our place last year, so we are capable of doing it. Yeah, we just got to grind out another one tomorrow.
Do you feel that if you can get this win against that caliber of opponent this Friday, do you feel that could be just the kickstart that you need?
I do, yeah. I think I'm still, like I say, I'm still confident we can beat anyone on our day. When we went to Catalan, was it 5, 6 weeks ago at their place? We should have put that game to bed. I think it was just sort of a penalty and then a soft try in the last 3 minutes, just sort of took the game away from us. But I'm confident we could beat anyone on our day. Like I say, I just think we've got to start well tomorrow and then kick on from there.
Just lastly, have you been into your kid yet about next week's cup tie?
A little bit, yeah. Keeps saying, keeps giving me a bit of stick, but I'm giving it back. Just see, I can't wait to see which shirt my mum wears. I think it's she'll be in the away stands.
You should not get one of those half and half shirts.
Oh no, too tight to buy one, aren't I?
Very briefly, you mentioned at the start there that hopefully you can push on into the six. Is that realistic? Looking at where you are at the table at the moment, and is that the focus rather than looking over your shoulders at what Wakefield are doing?
We spoke pretty heavily on the fact that we want to look forward instead of what's behind us at the minute. Obviously, the good thing about the league at the minute is because it's so tight. It's probably the tightest league I've seen for a few years, to be honest. There's no one sort of running away with it massively. It's not very often you'll see such a middle pack within a couple of wins of each other. So like, you never know. Like we pick up a few wins, get the ball rolling a little bit. We're not too far off the sixth then, and then hopefully we can get in it and then stay in it.
Yeah, Leeds did it last year, didn't they? From a similar sort of situation. In fact, got all the way to the grand final. So
yeah,
it can be done.
Yeah, so it is doable. It's just like I say, it's probably an in-house thing. We need to sort out what we're doing on the pitch, and then I think I can get results.